Yo, what's that word, gang? Fame of cloud, we in the building. Let's get to that. Let's talk about it, man. Shout out to everybody that's coming through. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing when it comes to Big Meech, man. Big Meech. We got Cuffy involved. You know what I'm saying? The STL. You know the SDL version of Big BMF. You know what I'm saying? Actually tied to Big Meech. You know, and we gonna get to that whole story in just a second. You know, we gonna play some audio for you, but you also got 50 Cent. Now, 50 Cent. Southwest T was warned a few months ago. You know what I'm saying? When he took that picture with Prince on. You feel me? It was a warning. He sent out a warning like, look, man, this shit can be over with. It can really be over with. So stop playing with me. And loyalty. Loyalty. 50 Cent is big on loyalty. Now, some months later, Big Meech, he's out. You know what I'm saying? He's out. Now, who he choose to line himself with, he a grown man. He a man. Apparently his relationship with Rick Ross stemmed from his baby mother, Lil Meech mother. She got ties to Miami. She from Miami. She rock with Rick Ross. Rick Ross' daughter prom. They was out there, having a ball. So she definitely support Rick Ross. But here's the thing though, 50 Cent do not rock with Rick Ross, gang. He don't rock with him. He ain't rock with him in years. And there's a reason behind that. You know what I mean? And some say it was over, envy, success. Who knows? I just know that when they was beefing, 50 Cent end up interviewing Rick Ross' baby mother. You know what I'm saying? The one that y'all see on social media now. You know what I'm saying? Auntie. Y'all see Auntie on social media. He actually got sued behind that, if I'm not mistaken. And that kicked off a beef that's been going on over a decade. Now, Rick Ross, he's doing a concert for Big Meech. They doing a concert in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. And in Florida, they got Lil Baby, they got 21 Savage, they got Rick Ross. Rick Ross say that this gonna be the first time ever it's gonna break history where Big Meech is gonna be on the stage while he perform his hit song, BMF. You know what I'm saying? They think I'm Big Meech. They think I'm Larry Hoover. You know what I'm saying? Whipping work. Hallelujah. Y'all know the song, right? Hit song. It's big. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure behind the walls, that shit was going up for Big Meech. So Big Meech, he throwing this star-studded event. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know how it works. If he's gonna go on tour with this, welcome home, Big Meech, because Big Meech always wanted to be in the music business, and that was sort of his downfall. You know, him messing with Blue Da Vinci. Blue Da Vinci, supposedly came up with the whole logo design of BMF, and suggested they do the billboards. You feel me? So a lot of this stuff been going on for years. Even down to Blue Da Vinci being called a rat. But if I got some audio I want to play for y'all real quick. Jay Diggs. Now, Jay Diggs, definitely a BMF affiliate from the Bay Area, and he has some things to say about this. Now, this is a little bit old interview, but this is an interview that I did, and shout out my boy Ghost, man. We gonna play it.
Did you know Dion Gatlin, or do you know Cuffy?
I don't know Cuffy. I know of Cuffy. I don't know him personally.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Are you familiar with what's going on right now with Cuffy and these interviews he doing?
I'm recently familiar. I'm doing my homework on this shit now. All this shit is pretty new to me. I just got all this shit the last few days since this nigga been doing these interviews.
Okay. So you kind of caught up to speed, or you really hadn't did your research yet?
I mean, I'm kind of caught up to speed with what they saying. For sure. I didn't look at it from interview. I'm just looking at YouTube shit. I haven't talked to some people that I need to talk to. I haven't, and here's the tricky thing with this shit, man, is what I'm seeing, it's some shit that's facts. There's a facts that the Tammy bitch did some bullshit or whatever, and that she owned the rights and all the shit. I pretty much know that that's facts. Now the facts is if she did some backdoor rash shit. Now the question is, one, was she doing it with dude knowledge, or was she just doing it on some underhanded shit as being an informant because she fucking with the police? So that's what got to come out of this. You feel me? So it's a lot of shit. Just because she could have met the niggas through Meech or whatever the situation may be, but she could have been on her own bullshit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt and let's go on that, bro. Let's
Not
just
her.
say,
We got to
let's
give
just
Meech.
let's give Meech the benefit of the doubt and let's just
But
say that he didn't know nothing
yeah,
about it, right? But check this out. They still dealing with Tammy to this day. You don't feel like that's dishonorable, bro?
if all this is going on, if Meech know all this happened, and all,
So let me stop there right there before you answer that. So he asking him the question like, do you think this is dishonorable? You know what I'm saying? Like, you knowing this and you still dealing with this lady, you know, she got your life rights. She in business with 50 Cent as well as Meech, you know, at that point to that day, you know, and now you hearing about this series getting canceled, right? You hearing that BMF series is getting canceled. Me personally, I think it Ben was about to get canceled. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I think there's a whole play for the underlay. You know what I'm saying? I think that 50 Cent series usually go from 4 to 5 seasons, and BMF is on 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying right now. So it was going for his last season. Now, if they was gonna do a spinoff, that's something different. But how much of a spinoff you gonna do before you actually put out the you know what I'm saying, the featured film? You know, the movie, you know what I'm saying? The movie should gross hundreds and hundreds and millions of dollars, upwards of probably $500 million. You know, this is a story, American story of a guy that's from Detroit that was pulling in damn near $500 million. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are intrigued with this story, and 50 Cent definitely brought it to the light, because I was talking to somebody the other day and they was like, yeah, a lot of people already knew who Big Meech was. I said, yeah, a lot of people did, but what about South Dakota? You know what I'm saying? What about Utah? What about North Dakota? What about these other territories that's even in the United States, let alone this outside of this country? What about Canada? Did they know about BMF, Big Meech? Maybe because of Rick Ross, but even then, they probably didn't know the story. They just hear Rick Ross saying Big Meech, just like they heard him say Larry Hoover. So the thing is, I think that this definitely was a play for the underlay. Like, you know what? It's coming to an end anyway. You know what I'm saying? Then you want to play with me? Let's play. Let's play ball. That's where I'm looking at 50 Cent, the way 50 Cent coming. And when you talk about disloyalty, I do think that in a way, you know, Big Meech, he had to know that Rick Ross and 50 Cent been having a little beef for the longest. You know what I'm saying? His son would have had to tell him that, because not to mention, they just had a whole situation with Southwest T when Southwest T got up with Lil Supreme's son. Y'all know the beef between Supreme and 50 Cent. That almost caused the series to go bye-bye. To the point that 50 Cent was, you know, basically saying that he don't rock with him, apparently. You know what I'm saying? And shit, they were even putting on social media how Lil Meech was picking a side. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was going to go with 5. You know what I'm saying? 5 is 50 Cent. And that's what Lil Meech call him. Let's get to this.
all this is truly going on, is definitely dishonorable. And that's
No. What I'm saying is, let's just say that Meech didn't know about you know, Tammy was gonna set up Cuffy and the Mexican nigga Suarez or whatever, right?
Right.
But after he's found out, because everybody knows she's an informant now, they're still doing the show with her. They're still dealing with her. She was still on the red carpet for BMF with Lil Meech and all them. Don't you feel like that's dishonorable, bro? Like, to still be dealing with her knowing that she got your man banged for 30 years?
Yeah, it's definitely, if it happened like that, it's definitely dishonorable. But you have to look at something else. Like, if she owned everything, if she owned the rights to that, like, you're not getting her off the red carpet. Like, you understand that too? That's her shit. So
yeah, but you still
ball.
got the option to not do business with her though, bro.
But not doing business with her is giving her your whole life story too, for sure. So first of all, before I can even speculate on this, bro, let me. I can't. It's hard to really speak on something that you don't know nothing. I can't let YouTube, because I know niggas. I know niggas I need to talk to, and I know that I can get a little bit more information than what's just floating around on this internet. And that's the thing about me. I don't live off this internet shit or none of this shit. Like, I'm more of an in-depth person. That's why I came on here. Like, what I told y'all is in depth. None of that shit is made up. Blue will tell you himself. He found out that Meech thought he was a rat from Meech calling me and us being on the phone at the same time. So I'm not, I ain't saying about no clout chasing, ain't about none of that shit. Like, I don't play that game. Like I said, I did 10 years in the feds behind a rat. And that's why I stand on this shit so hard. And Blue know that. Blue been around me, lived in my house. He know how I feel about rats. So that's kind of why it surprised me that we would even be having this kind of conversation. And so as far as the shit with Meech, like I say, bro, that's, you know, here we going by a lot of speculation that's not all the way clear yet.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, there's speculation that he supposed to have set some people up or whatever it may be, but none of them people went to jail or none of the shit. Cuffy's supposed to be in jail for something whole different. So you understand that too, right? So it's got to be some pieces gotta fit first everywhere for this to make sense. So like I say, this is all brand new to me, so I still got some people to talk to. Definitely got some people to talk to. I'm gonna Meech being one of them. You feel me? Like I got my own questions, and that's what I'm saying. I can talk to bro. Like I can go and ask him like, what's going on, my nigga. So that's gonna be my thing. Is I need to find out and really need to talk. I'm like that. Before I get to try to was speculating about this and that, you really got to know what you up against.
Yeah, so when Blue been running around in these interviews and shit, kicking it like, you know, he was running this tour bus around and all this shit. Basically, that was on your back, right? Like, he was taking care of most of that, right?
So let me tell you what happened.
Yo, it's Duff for the Cloud Chaser TV, man. I'm back up in this.
I've known Meech my whole life. I look at him like an uncle. Like, this situation has been completely devastating on so many different levels. And there's still so many questions that aren't answered. At this point, I can only shed light on what I know for sure to be facts. And hopefully one day I will have the complete truth. But in 2011, around that time, Meech reached out to my dad in regards to creating a BMF movie. So Meech hooked my dad up with a woman named Tammy Cohens. At the time, Tammy was Meech's power of attorney. Also, she owned the life rights. So my dad was working with Meech, Tammy, T, basically trying to work on a movie deal. So
what Meech and Tammy did was called a third-party cooperation. What happened was originally I was put with Tammy. I paid for the script. I paid $250,000. That's my script. That's why 50 when he came in, because we put a assistance order in through my attorney. That's why they couldn't do a motion picture. That's why you didn't see the BMF story on the big screen. So 50 ran it through that star shit, then he run that other corny shit that he do. So what happened was, homie, was I wasn't even the original target. They wanted to get a little Mexican. He's actually a cartel member out of LA named Suarez. You'll see his name in the paperwork. Fidel Suarez. He was their initial target. You feel me?
Right.
He was their initial target. But with me calling in while they were trying to set up Fidel Suarez, not about it. You know what I mean? I didn't.
Let's get to this, bro. Let's get to that, man. Like, DEA employed over 18,000 informants, many earning up to $1 million, bro. Because here's the thing, bro. When they picking up these cases, you get a percentage of the proceeds that they picked up from these guys. You know what I'm saying? So it said one of the federal agencies, the DEA, had over 18 active confidential sources assigned to domestic offices, with over 9,000 of these receiving approximately $237 million in payments. Come on, bro. Y'all know what's going on? Do you know what's going on? This coming from the DOJ. They reported this in 2017, bro. Who knows what the number is today?
Get your name in this paperwork. How did you get in this paperwork? These are sworn documents. These are affidavits that have you listed as my unindicted co-conspirator. These are sworn documents. These affidavits went in front for wiretaps in front of a magistrate. Under the penalty of perjury. So you think them white folks gonna put themselves in a trick bag by putting the Meech's Flannery name in there as my unindicted co-conspirator? You're my unindicted co-conspirator, man. How did you get in my paperwork?
How did you get in there?
And now there doesn't seem to be any anger or vitriol coming from your perspective about none of this.
People are having a hard time accepting and understanding. They just don't want to believe it.
He knows this, and everybody else knows this. Anything with Tammy comes from him. Not only that, what she testified in court to. With Special Agent Keith Cromer, fired, disgraced DEA agent Keith Cromer.
Keith Cromer is the one who was trying to fuck Tammy. And that's why this deal didn't even go through. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. But this why he was allegedly fired, right? Let's get to it.
She was having a illicit sexual relationship with, which killed their case, which killed his time cut.
A St. Louis man who led a local gang and ordered 2 murders was sentenced Friday to 27 years in prison, the U.S. Attorney's Office said. Deon Lamont Cuffy Gallen, 53, was the leader of a gang that brought heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, and marijuana in bulk and sold the drug in the St. Louis area from 2009 to 2014, prosecutors said. In order to retaliate against the men who cooperated with federal investigators that sent Gallen's brother, Deron Wani Gallen, to prison. Gallen ordered the murder of Theodis Howard. He was killed on the street outside of a St. Louis clinic on April 5th, 2010. Gallen drove a co-defendant, Andre Rush, and 2 shooters to the scene. Rush was there to point out Howard for the shooters. Deron Gallen died of an asthma attack in prison. Gallen had Rush shoot one of the drug dealer's associates, Terrence Morgan, on May 2nd, 2013 in the alley in St. Louis, Fox Park neighborhood. Gallen thought Morgan's phone was tapped and that the DEA couldn't use the recordings in the court if Morgan was dead. In murdering 2 men who knew about the criminal acts, Mr. Gallen took aim at the very foundation of the justice system, the U.S. Attorney Jeff Jensen said in a statement announcing the sentence. Gallen was brought down by a DEA investigation that began in Atlanta with an undercover officer who arranged to supply heroin and cocaine to Gallen. Gallen thought the man was affiliated with a drug cartel. But the nearly...
Yeah, like as y'all can see, this shit getting deep, right? So they basically trying to say that Gallen trying to say that he was indicted and he wasn't even had anything going on at the time. And it was all based on conspiracy from a script that he helped write when it came to the original BMF script. You know, this supposed to have been a movie. Now, y'all get in the comments and y'all let me know what y'all think. Me personally, I'm thinking, I heard this story before. I want to say it was Doc Hicks years ago. Again, y'all let me know in the comments, but let's finish playing it.
4-year period that has passed since the indictment of Gallen and 3 others also revealed misconduct in the DEA's Atlanta's office. Defense lawyer repeatedly argued that evidence in the case should be tossed. They claim a DEA supervisor in Atlanta had an affair with a confidential informant who helped set up Gallen. The now former supervisor, Keith Cromer, admitted that the relationship violated DEA's policy, prohibiting more than an arm's length relationship, but he denied having sex with her or falsifying reports to justify $212,000 in payments to her. Gallen pleaded guilty in February to 5 charges: cocaine distribution, conspiracy, heroin distribution conspiracy, attempting to possess both heroin and cocaine, and possession of 1 or more firearms in furtherance of a drug trafficking crime with deaths involved. Andrew Alfonso Rush has pleaded guilty to drug charges and a gun charge linked to 2 deaths as part of a deal in which prosecutors and his lawyers have agreed to recommend 25 years in prison. Timothy Lamont Rush, another man linked to the gang, pleaded guilty to drug charges and was sentenced May 3rd to the time he already served in prison. A 4th man, Lorenzo Gibbs, has yet to be sentenced on drug charges.
St. Louis, a federal drug agent denied in testimony here Friday that he ever slept with a confidential informer, but he admitted developing a personal relationship with her. The conduct of Keith Cromer, who was a group supervisor at the Drug Enforcement Administration office in Atlanta, is the subject of a continuing hearing on whether charges can move to trial against 4 alleged St. Louis drug ring members, 2 of them accused of murder. St. Louis, a federal drug agent denied in testimony here Friday that he ever slept with a confidential informer, but he admitted developing a personal relationship with her. The conduct of Keith Cromer, who was a group supervisor at the Drug Enforcement Administration office in Atlanta, is the subject of a continuing hearing on whether charges can move to trial against 4 alleged St. Louis drug members, 2 of them accused of murder. Officials have acknowledged that allegations of impropriety involving Cromer and a woman known as CS1 for confidential source 1 are the subject of an internal investigation by the DEA and a
CS1.
criminal investigation by the Justice Department. CS1 has been paid $212,000 in DEA funds for her help with cases and played a role in providing information for a wiretap order that investigators said helped bring down the St. Louis ring. According to documents obtained by the Post-Dispatch, defense attorneys are using information provided by federal prosecutors to claim that DEA investigators may have used CS1 to vouch for improperly obtained information or even their hunches. The lawyers have questioned whether there was ever evidence to prove several of the claims that prompted a judge to approve wiretapping in the St. Louis case. Cromer told U.S. Magistrate Judge Shirley Padmore Mensah, "There's no salacious activity going on." He acknowledged turning to CS1 for comfort after his son died of leukemia in 2011, saying the DEA's Employee Assistance Program had failed him. He said he was depressed, anxious, and had survivor's guilt, but was afraid to let anyone else know. "In hiding, I chose the wrong person," he said. He said he and CS1 had been to dinner, were in the same theater to see a Three Stooges movie, and had been on 2 vacations, but stayed in separate rooms and were never intimate. He said sometimes his brother, who was dating CS1's neighbor, had invited her along. Cromer is married, or was at the time. He denied falsifying reports to justify payments to CS1, and said no subordinates had either. "There's nothing wrong with the work," he insisted. "That work is solid." CS1 was paid $2,500 per month by the DEA. Cromer said that there was no written agreement, but that her work was recorded each month to justify her payment. He said that the agency had the same arrangement with others and that his supervisors were aware of it. Cromer said the allegations of impropriety surfaced in May 2014. By June 2015, his security clearance had been revoked. He said DEA investigators just took it on faith that he committed misconduct. "But," he said, "nobody asked me about it." Twice during Friday's questioning, Cromer asserted his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. In one instance, the judge said he already waived it by testifying on Wednesday. Later, he invoked it when asked about his relationship with CS1, but then answered the questions anyway. Cromer has not been charged. He said Friday that he had been suspended. He suggested that CS1 made the allegations after realizing the potential consequences of her cooperation with the DEA, including possible exposure as a source. Testimony in secret. It is not known what CS1 said in court about the relationship. She testified Monday in a closed hearing. Much of this week's testimony was taken in secret, with a reporter kept out. The Post-Dispatch reported online Monday night that defense lawyers for 4 St. Louis suspects claimed the allegation against Cromer should result in disqualifying key evidence in the
Y'all
case.
hear what he said?
The 4, Dion L. Gatling, Andre Alfonso Rush, Timothy Lamont Rush, and Lorenzo Gibbs, were indicted in 2014 on various federal drug-related charges. Gatling and Andre Rush have also been charged and accused of a role in 2 murders here. Defense allegations appear to have been somewhat weakened by what testimony was made in open court this week. A retired DEA agent, John Harvey, said some of the money paid to CS1 was for work done for him that resulted in a valuable seizure. He said agents were forbidden from even being alone with sources, much less having a personal relationship. He said that an arm's-length relationship was necessary to protect the integrity of the whole process. Harvey also testified that CS1 contacted him in 2014 about a relationship she was having and other problems with the agency, including threats she had received after being outed as a DEA source. Those threats have continued, other agents testified. DEA agents in St. Louis have buttressed information purportedly obtained from CS1, saying her reports about drug connections between Gatling and a man from California were borne out by subsequent investigation and the wiretaps. Agents here were already aware of Gatling from other investigations, they said. The proceedings recessed Friday and are due to resume November 21st. $237 million to sources. A report released last month by the Justice Department Office of Inspector General said the DEA had more than 18,000 active confidential sources between October 1, 2010 and September 30, 2015, who were paid a total of $237 million. It criticized management and oversight of the confidential source program and payments. An OIG staffer has been present at times in the St. Louis courtroom, including for Cromer's testimony Friday. The prosecution's position on the claims is not clear, as many court filings in the case are sealed. Jeff Jensen, a former supervisor in the U.S. Attorney's Office here, said Friday that to prevail, the defense must prove 2 things: that information in an affidavit for the search warrant was false or contained a
Cuff on the cuff, they lost their mind.
So they
And
tried.
said, fuck Fidel,
right,
and directed this toward me.
but the original target was Fidel. So how much did he incur in terms of legal action or pursuit? Did they try to pursue him at the same time, or once they knew you were in the mix, they was like, fuck him, let's just get this
They dropped him. They were like, fuck him. And it was really hard explaining this to a federal judge. So you went at this nigga, Cuff, over a known cartel member who not only beat you all out in 2005, they had a hard time in the courtroom explaining that to the judge. But that's just how much vitriol they have for brothers. You understand?
Right. And this was a case out of St. Louis. The indictment that came down where they attempted to get you was coming out. Did that originate out of St. Louis?
It originated out of Atlanta, Georgia, but it stumped to the highest power. So the agent gave it to the St. Louis agents.
Got it.
All the work and all the dirty shit was done in Atlanta. And so that raised red flags. So the judge was like, why would you bring this case down here and not file it in Atlanta, Georgia? Well, we just felt like it would move faster down. And so none of it made any sense.
Damn. So from what I understand, Cuff, they got you on some bullshit, a ghost gun and a bunch of bullshit. How long have you been in, and what is your chances of beating this now and getting out early on what you've been served?
We believe, by the mercy of Allah, that we are in really, really good shape. When Meech and them case went in the toilet, they indicted me on 2 homicides. They panicked and they indicted me on 2 homicides based on my co-defendant statements. So I had to plead. I had to plead to 27 years.
How long you been in there, Cuff?
Since 2013.
Okay.
So what ended up happening was I pled to the conspiracy with Tammy Cowens, and there was 10 years for that, which
family.
I finished.
Appreciate y'all coming through.
And now I'm serving the 17 years. So this is what happened.
Yeah, salute. Appreciate y'all coming through. What we doing is we kind of breaking down some of these interviews that's coming out in regards to BMF. Like shit, if you like me, I'm watching BMF. Everybody watching it. So we live on a bunch of different platforms, just trying to put up some content in regards to this BMF.
Instead of me pleading to the murders, they let me plead to an invisible gun, homie. And at the time, I didn't know the significance of it because 27 years is 27 years. I didn't know any better. But my attorney told me that they fucked up. You don't have a gun. You never had a gun. They don't even allude to you having a gun, and they let you plead to a gun.
So, based on procedure, it sounds like they broke a lot of the rules and procedures. So you may have grounds to get appealed or to get released because you've done a significant portion of your time.
No. Ain't no morals and principles in this system. Based on the law of the possession, you have to possess. I have to have a gun. It's really simple. It's like me charging you with stolen property. The government has to have the property. It can't be just words. Well, mine is just words, if that makes sense to you. The lower courts are saying to the appellate courts, and that's where it's stuck at now, that the government must produce a gun. But there is no gun. You understand? Because I pled based on some statements. The government don't have a weapon. Like everybody in here who got gun charges, you can look in their paperwork. It says a 38 Smith & Wesson, made in West Virginia, serial number, blah, 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 blah. I don't have none of that because they don't have a gun, if that makes sense to you.
So they basically forced.
So basically what he's trying to say is, like, on this whole case, he basically went in and on the premises of conspiracy. You know, a lot of these federal cases, it's all about conspiracy. They get people on recalls all the time, like the hard evidence. Beyond the snitch, they can just hit you with a conspiracy and shit. If they got maybe a couple of phone calls, a couple of text messages that they send you talking in code, it's a go. You know what I'm saying? They charging you with years. You feel me? And in this case, he's saying that Big Meech was behind him getting into with this lady named Tammy. And then Tammy, she was in return working for the feds on allegedly 250K payout or some shit like that. It's a wild story, but as I said in the beginning, I'm gonna play it again. But his daughter reads off this paperwork now. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this just yet. So that's why I'm trying to break it down and get familiar with what's going on, because there's been a lot in the past couple of days, couple of weeks, I mean, in regards to BMF. Different members coming out speaking.
Where's your case? So you may have an additional case later on for false imprisonment.
Well, no, because what you have to do is file ineffective assistance of counsel and file the appeal the way we filed the appeal. And your relief is basically the court saying, the higher court saying that if you don't have a weapon, you must release him. And the government don't have a weapon, so they know they're in trouble. They know that this is one big quagmire, and that's where we're at.
So you basically just waiting for the due diligence now for them to run out of time to produce this item that never existed.
Well, no, we're waiting on a case called U.S. versus Anderson. Anderson case is similar to mine, very similar, identical to mine. And that's the preceding case. That means that it came before mine. But my case is identical to U.S. versus Anderson. Once they rule on Anderson, and the courts are saying that you have to, in order for Anderson to be found guilty or held on a weapon, the government must possess a weapon.
So and set precedence for your case.
And we're following the same, we fall up under that same guideline.
Excellent. And how's that proceeding now? Is that moving forward through the course?
That's moving forward in the courts, and that's a proceeding case. What a lot of people are waiting on, because in this federal system for decades they was locking up black and brown men on ghost drugs. Well, that got ruled unconstitutional, and now the same thing is getting ready to happen, where white folks are charging black and brown men with ghost guns.
Wow, it sounds like you become kind of legally up in there, man. Are you you familiar with Isaac Wright?
Isaac Wright, not offhand.
He's the guy who 50 Cent did a TV show on. He was a guy who got convicted on some RICO charges, and he became an attorney while in jail.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. And 50 did
a lot of things. I worked with Vibe. I met a lot of people. But my thing is always being a humble, nice guy. So, a lot of times people get in positions, they arrogant and they miss all the connects. I'm the humble guy. I want to talk to the quiet nigga in the corner and this person right here and the nigga mopping the floor, because you never know how circumstances change. You need all types of people in your corner. But 2015, no, that was like 14.
Way early than that. It started way early than that. Way early than that. Around 2010, homie. Way early than that.
I'm sorry, we gotta go way back.
We put $50 million on the table through Lionsgate Films, through Louis Burrell's Connect. Because Louis is the nigga, he a bait nigga out there, but he fucks around. He really fucks around on the music tip, but he also fucks around in the movie industry up there. Now, what we did not know is why Tammy would turn down that deal with me and Louis Burrell getting 20% of that budget. You understand what I'm saying? For a finder's fee. So what ended up happening was we didn't know that they had other plans, and that she was sleeping with the feds, and that they would put me off in prison and run away with my script and don't have to give me anything. So it was supposed to give Meech a time cut and knock me out of my percentage, me and Louis Burrell out of our percentage for the finder's fee with Lionsgate's film. Well, Lionsgate, when Louis went, so they backdoored us. Lionsgate shot it down when Louis Burrell wasn't no longer a part of it. You feel me?
Right.
So Tammy's whole thing fell apart. Meech couldn't get a time cut because they found out Tammy has no credibility. Because when you can't have a relationship with a federal agent, now you have no credibility. So they thing blew up. They thing fell all the way apart and blew up. That's why Meech didn't get a time cut. But Tammy testified in open court that she signed up to be a DA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut.
This call is from a federal prison.
Special Agent Keith Cromer testified that Demetrius Flannery.
So I'm gonna leave it right there for now. Some of the footage that I was playing came from Chop Talk TV. That's Chop Talk TV. Y'all go search that on YouTube to show them some love, gang. But we gonna so we hear from Cuffy, man. Cuffy is saying what he's saying, gang. He like basically like, look, man, you know, this wasn't even supposed to happen. This shit is over, you know what I'm saying, conspiracy from writing a movie. Then they go investigate this, and then now they put a gun on me that they don't even have the gun in possession, he's saying. He's saying right now they proceeding over a case. Whatever that case, they able to cite that case in court when they go up for his court proceedings. You feel me? So they just waiting on that. But yeah, this is interesting because 50 Cent, he been doing business with Tammy. Did he know this? You know what I'm saying? We got the call in open right now too if y'all want to call in. But did he know this, gang? Did 50 Cent know that Tammy was all bad? You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it a buck. Let's get to that, bro. Let's talk about it. Did he know that? Did he still want to do business with her? Because it was the BMF story? Because Big Meech did business with her too. But if we going off of 50 Cent latest post, so 50 Cent latest post, he's basically saying how she's no longer good with Meech. And Meech should have kept her good. Because now all this shit coming out. You know what I'm saying? So Meech is basically saying, like, look, he ain't dealing with her no more. That according to 50 Cent. According to Tammy, because I'm pretty sure he got this information from Tammy since they supposed to come out with a docu-series. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be one though. 50 Cent got some legal TV shows under his belt and shit for sure. You know, so I forget the one he had on ABC, but it was a pretty good show where they showed dude
Unknown caller.
give his time back. We got Michigan in the building.
To accept, press. At any time, you may press star to join the call.
Yo, what's the word?
Trying to talk about your highlight topic on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. This topic going around, bro. What's the word?
So the word is that most people don't know what a criminal thinks like when they try to reform in legal gate or have somebody to try to, you know, handle their business outside of the jail, the prison. You know what I mean? Because most people don't want their family involved because federal government always watch your family for many years because they don't know if they hibernating your money, things that you got maybe overseas.
Yeah.
So the investigation part always sticks with a person's family, no matter what. So to my point, in my view of this woman coming in to handle his business, no matter if she's a snitch, working with the feds, working with the police, dating the police, doing all these extra things in her lifestyle, I feel like y'all still gotta give Big Meech non-disclosure because sometimes dealing with criminal activity, man, you as the leader, as the boss, you know, you gotta understand it's more than just friends, associates, people that, you went down in jail with, or you had a person that threw you in a case or the mannerism because they got you in photos. They seen you in the club. They seen you in the car.
Yeah,
they seen you traveling with this person. Yeah. But hypothetically, the government is known to get you by any means necessary because the state can't get you. So by any associate or anybody's testimony or anybody tapping on the wiretap of just a conversation, they gonna throw you under the bus. And you gotta understand, with corporate and the federal government, they can easily edit anything to use against you in court. You know what I mean? They strong arm you for any reason, and they blackball you for any reason too. Unless
they like people say these
right,
things,
so,
you know what I'm saying? And sometimes this actually happens, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Tommy Walker, you know what I'm saying? He was able to free himself. Salute to him. Man, that's one of the real kings and freed over 1,000 people throughout the system, you know what I'm saying? And he started by freeing himself, you know what I'm saying? He had over 20 plus years. He had an L, you know what I'm saying? He had to be in there forever. You know, he came back, took that shit back, came home after 20-something years. So salute to him, bro. But yeah, man, conspiracy is something else, man. It's like, but what do you think though when it comes down to, okay, it sounds like you know, you got a lot of information. You know a lot about this particular situation prior to 50 Cent probably even posting it. But you got 50 Cent, you know, me personally, I think the first warning was when Southwest T got with Supreme, Lil Supreme, you know what I'm saying? You know, it was promoting that clothing brand. And then, you know, now it's another situation where Meech is, you know what I'm saying, hanging out with another one of his ops, Rick Ross.
But you gotta understand this. The brothers, as I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and I know about Southwest, I know about Ecorse, I know about Downriver area because my family grew up in that area too. But being on the east side of Detroit, raised and then lived a little bit with my family on the west side of Detroit. Us as people, hustlers, business workers, and people that have career, a lot of people just motivated to deal with people. That's why we can go to any city, any state, because we get along with the drive of making money with people. And that's what they don't know about the brothers probably. Number two is Big Meech always been a promoter as far as dealing with the music side of the business and always being in the club. So if hypothetically, if I hear my logo, hear my song, hear my name in the music entertainment already when I'm locked up, once you free and you have the credibility to thank the person for giving you a voice, even though you didn't give him total permission, when you mess with him after he made so much money, put your name out there, he was inspired to, you know, say a song about you. When you appreciate that, you know, if you was locked
according
up.
to the you know what I'm saying, the Gangsta Disciples that was in Detroit, you remember that whole situation with Rick Ross? They didn't appreciate Rick Ross coming out with that song and saying Larry Hoover. You know what I'm saying? If you sound like you around that age, you know what I'm saying, well, you would probably remember, but you remember that Rick Ross couldn't do no concerts in Detroit, and whatever he did, he had to make it right.
That wasn't.
And I think they was out of Georgia as well. Out of Georgia as well.
But that was real politician of the mayor of Detroit, and his name is Trick Trick. If no one knows, the politics for the people of Detroit in the music industry needed to have a chance to get a feature or deal business with Rick Ross in a way where he was returning the favor to make money in the town that he was making. You know, give another person that's little than you or don't have the best opportunity than you. Because a lot of people don't know the real. At that concert, they only try to ban him because he wasn't responding. And when you don't respond, it's people that is critical, you know, in my city and in my state.
I do think like Kayla saying in the chat, you know what I'm saying, this is a good point that she put in there. she says that 50 was prepared for this to happen. Now, I believe so as well. And I also like, so him knowing or this even coming out, you know what I'm saying, eventually, whether it was through him or someone else, right? Because remember, he just got home within the first 3 or 4 days. This actually did come out. This probably when 50 Cent really seen it because you can hear about it or somebody can get you in tune with it. But then the shit was going crazy when he first got out of prison, right? It was all on social media.
Right.
And then it went away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then now he's been out for a few months. And, you know, I think honestly, bro, 50 Cent series don't last no more than 4 or 5 seasons, right? As of now, this is what's
Right.
going on. So if I'm not mistaken,
Right.
BMF is already at like 4 or 5. You feel me? So it was going to end anyway. But it's like, I guess this is a good
Right.
exit for 50 Cent. He can be for one of the biggest, you know what I'm saying? In this culture we call hip hop.
And no one knows the real truth behind closed doors. You got to think about this. In the moderation of the hip hop culture, is to always be.
Beef,
always
bro. That's it. That's what
blogs.
sell. Niggas be shaking hands
You
and
know,
doing
that's
high
what
fives
they are. Right,
behind the
right,
scene.
right, behind the scenes, because they might be Freemasons. You never know what type of organization that they then really stand for and really got together to live this good life that they say that they are living, because sometimes you have to be a part of an organization, a group. You get what I'm saying? To
Yeah,
have
for sure.
millions.
For sure. What you think though, like
So,
when it comes to Lil Meech, bro? Like Lil Meech, like cause me, like a lot of people are saying it's kind of disloyal. Me personally, I think that Meech would have got wind that 50 Cent got an issue with him. What he do with Rick Ross behind the scenes is what he do with Rick Ross behind the scenes. But you know, they on social media with it. You feel me? Now everybody gonna be talking about it. You know, but
now,
go ahead.
that's the best thing about free advertising, free publicity with somebody saying something. Don't you want your name recurring or just being not absent-minded or not saying that, you know, you don't got nobody talking about you. Back in the day, this was the best marketing strategy, is that if you can get a girl to talk about you in the strip club with your music.
Hold on, let me join this call real quick, brother. Hold on 1 second, brother.
Call from.
You know, you don't got nobody talking about you.
To accept.
Yo,
At
caller.
any time, you may press star to join the call.
Yo, caller. What's the word? Yeah, I don't know. Caller hung up. Hey, go ahead, bro. Hey, caller, if you calling in, y'all call in right now. I'm dropping the StreamYard link as well, but y'all definitely call in right now. You know what I'm saying? We dropping that StreamYard link. You can hit the StreamYard or call in. Let's get to that, man. Straight up. We talking about it. It's everywhere right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what's going on. You know, shout out Fame and Clout, man. It is what it is, man. Are they famous or are they clout chasing? Let's talk about that.
I think they're doing both. I think they trolling everything that clout chasing, what they call back in the day, somebody doing a publicity stunt
Yeah,
to
publicity
get
stunt.
noticed. Yeah, that's all that is, man. You just reword it. You know, I don't believe this is capping. I believe this is serious. I believe that everybody wants some money off of Big Meech, and I hope the best for him. And
what's the
nothing
temperature
less.
though?
He is
What's the temperature out there, bro? Tell us the temperature, because I seen somebody video
41 degrees.
Oh yeah.
Degrees.
Okay. But look though, I seen somebody I seen somebody, I think the nigga Hunted Fam, he coming out with a video today. He talking about basically like, you know, the temperature of Detroit, like with Big Meech, this allegations coming out on Big Meech home. What's that temperature like in the city, bro? People went like they loving that, the fact that Big Meech home, because I'm pretty sure he ain't put a lot of money in people's pockets, man.
Well, all the local and up and coming artists don't really know Big Meech personally. It's like then like a little bit of the older rappers like Iceland Benzo, Peasy, you got Payroll, Giovanni, you got Cash Out Dope Boys, you got Team Eastside members, Lil Ray. I call him Lil Ray, but everybody know him as Babyface Ray.
Yeah.
But all those artists that been in the game 10 years plus, they know a lot about Big Meech and they inspired by Big Meech movement, being a
So they
leader,
putting that,
being
they
a
keeping that
boss.
around in the culture.
Yeah, so that out there about to be coming the 13th or the 14th of February in Miami is gonna be the most Detroit scene, most balling scene that everybody trying to live like Big Meech, and Big Meech do got a name out here still, just like his brother do. You know what I mean? So, shout out to both of the brothers, Southwest T and Big Meech. But getting back to the allegation of him being a snitch and 50 Cent really don't like that he messing with Rick Ross. Everybody makes money off of each other. So you just got to think about that first.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit deep, bro. But you heard what Cuffy been saying, right? Like, so Cuffy, he basically saying that they got him on a conspiracy and they based it on him writing the whole script for the BMF series.
Well, I don't know. Big Meech was fond of Puff Daddy, as we call him, Sean Cone, his personal name. Everybody was trying to tell a story because that's what Big Meech wanted a documentary before this add-on with 50 Cent. A lot of people know a little bit about the business, about the gym business, about him coming home early. But a lot of people don't know the hustle in Detroit, why people hate each other and why people get along with Detroiters outside of the state of Michigan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And why people take on the brands, take on the look, take on the music, take on the beat, take on, just the way that we have our style and things like that, So for Big Meech to be a corporate type of hustler that he made out of, his tough decision in life. I ain't gonna put him under the bus, but his tough decision in life is route to go. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
I just say that.
For sure.
God bless him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know his circumstances. I don't know why he went with Rick Ross doing his car show and doing a feature in the club for his concert. But I just wish him the best because, everybody needs a second chance in life, man. And that's for real. I don't care how you put it how you look at
crazy part, though. I want y'all to listen to this, bro. Caller, you still on? Anybody else that want to call in too, man, call up, man. Because he giving us his time, you know what I'm saying? He chiming in on this particular subject. This is Detroit native, say from the east side. So y'all listening to him, man. He reacting to it just like everybody else, but he probably gonna have more perspective because he's actually from there. But let me play a little bit of audio for you, bro. I want you to react to this, though. Let's get to that. Y'all want to call in? Call in, gang. The number is posted at the top. Let's get it. Channel, hit that subscribe button, share this on Facebook and Twitter. Let's get to it, family.
Okay.
I'm Tamara Gatling. I'm making this recording in regards to my dad. He's Dion Gatling. Most people know him as Cuffy. But I wanted to make this recording so I can shed light on some facts. My dad was set up by one of his best friends, which is Demetrius Flannery, also known as Big Meech. My dad and Meech have been friends for 30 years plus. I've known Meech my whole life. I look at him like an uncle. Like, this situation has been completely devastating on so many different levels. And there's still so many questions that aren't answered. At this point, I can only shed light on what I know for sure to be facts. And hopefully one day I will have the complete truth. But in 2011, around that time, Meech reached out to my dad in regards to creating a BMF movie. So Meech hooked my dad up with a woman named Tammy Cohens. At the time, Tammy was Meech's power of attorney. Also, she owned the life rights. So my dad was working with Meech, Tammy, T, basically trying to work on a movie deal. So
what Meech and Tammy did was called a third-party cooperation. What happened was originally I was put with Tammy. I paid for the script. I paid $250,000. That's my script. That's why 50 when he came in, because we put a cease order in through my attorney. That's why they couldn't do a motion picture. That's why you didn't see the BMF story on the big screen. So 50 ran to do that star shit, then he run that other corny shit that he do. So what happened was, homie, was I wasn't even the original target. They wanted to get a little Mexican. He's actually a cartel member out of LA named Suarez. You'll see his name in the paperwork. Fidel Suarez. He was their initial target. You feel me?
Right.
He was their initial target. But with me calling in while they were trying to set up Fidel Suarez, not about it. You know what I mean? I didn't put your name in this paperwork. How did you get in this paperwork? These are sworn documents. These are affidavits that have you listed as my unindicted co-conspirator. These are sworn documents. These affidavits went in front for wiretaps in front of a magistrate. Under the penalty of perjury. So you think them white folks gonna put themselves in a trick bag by putting Demetrius Flannery name in there as my unindicted co-conspirator?
Why is that man named co-conspirator? How did he get in that? Like, hey, bro, like, see, that's the part of the part that Cuffy is saying that everybody is going off of, bro. They going to like away from this part right here, bro. This is in the paperwork. We put the paperwork on the screen, you know what I'm saying, so y'all can see it. But it's wild, bro. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, all I want to say is, God rest the dead for being real, because there ain't too many of them left in jail or in society. Number one, you got to think about this. This is not no movie. Ain't no cut acting to it. Yeah, they put it BMF with all them actors and his son, but in real life, you have snitches in your group. You have people that associate with the group that will tell on you. You will have people, if peer pressure came down to your mama and your daddy would tell, because they don't want nothing to do with a person like, hypothetically, like BMF group or members or Meech or the brother. You get what I'm saying? So you never know the full value of a story until the cops, the prosecutor, the judge will come out and tell you. But sometimes in that world with people,
well, let me ask you, hold on, bro, because you're right though, because people could talk too much, and that's how you get a fucking conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? Even some people might put the truth and make it sound a little bit better. That shit can get you a conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that's going on right now forever in the United States. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful. Like, it's people that have been hit because they picked up a phone call and they man's was being investigated because he moving bricks. Now they in on that whole motherfucking Rico case. All they did, he called them and say, man, what you on? Shit, you going to the club? I bet I'll meet you up there. You feel me? That's it. That's all he said. But that shit got them damn near facing 100 years, man. But let's get to it, bro. Let me play a little bit more of this Cuffy. Let's talk about it.
These are sworn documents. These affidavits went in front for wiretaps in front of a magistrate under the penalty of perjury. So you think them white folks gonna put themselves in a trick bag by putting Demetrius Flannery name in there as my unindicted co-conspirator? You're my unindicted co-conspirator, man. How did you get in my paperwork?
Damn.
And now there doesn't seem to be any anger or
that nigga 50 Cent just posted Zip with the drip, gang. He going crazy. He ain't playing. Let's see what Zip says.
Your perspective about none of this.
People are having a hard time accepting and understanding. They just don't want to believe it.
He knows this, and everybody else knows this. Anything with Tammy comes from him. Not only that, what she testified in court to. What Special Agent Keith Cromer fired, disgraced DEA agent Keith Cromer, who she was having a illicit sexual relationship with, which killed their case, which killed his time cut.
Listen to this.
Look what 50 Cent just posted.
Pulling out of that concert. Yeah, on February 13th.
So this is Zip with the drip. You know what I'm saying? This is Zip with the drip. This is 24 minutes ago, y'all. This is breaking right now. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Zip. We got some interviews with Zip that we did. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a funny guy. You feel me? Nigga Zip be going off, gang. You dig? Zip with the drip. But let me play some of this footage for y'all. Let me see what 50 Cent is saying. So he's saying, like, the funny shit is they were saying at Lil Baby pulled up on them in a Ferrari truck, pockets full of money, and didn't give them nothing. Lil Baby was 5 when y'all got indicted. What the F? He owe you. The concert for the cops and confidential informants. Whoa. Bro, hold up, y'all. Y'all hear what 50 Cent just said, gang? This shit, hold on, this is breaking news, man. This is some funny shit that he just said, though. Let's talk about it. Let's get to that. Shout out Zip with the drip. But it say the funny shit is they was saying at Lil Baby pulled up on them in a Ferrari truck, pockets full of money. You know what I'm saying? You know 4FP, you know what I'm saying? 4PF, pockets full of money. You know what I'm saying? He saying they didn't give them nothing. So I guess apparently it was some talks going around how Lil Baby pulled up with Meech and he didn't give him shit. You know what I'm saying? And 50 like, yo, why should he give you some money when he was 5 years old when you went to jail? So it's like 50, I guess he's saying not only is shit bigger than just a picture, it's all about what a person owe you. You know what I'm saying? And I get that. You know what I'm saying? Big Meech band, he was one of them big fellas. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, at the end of the day, shit going on, bro. Shit going on.
Call from.
Worm.
At any time, you may press star to join the call.
Yo, Worm, what's the word? Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, this is crazy, though. Nasty work. Yo, Worm, you there? This crazy, nasty.
All I want to say is.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let's see
all
if this
I want
nigga,
to say is.
the nigga Worm or something calling in. Where this guy Worm at, man? He called right in when it came down to it. Check K. This is crazy though, gang. 50 Cent going at him right now though. He letting them know what the deal is. Facts. Yo, it's definitely the Cloud Chaser. What's the word, homie?
Certainly people.
Yo.
Hello?
Yo, you was trying to call into the show, bro. What's the word? Fame of Clout.
Oh.
What's the word? Let's get to that. You trying to call into the show. Yo, what's the word?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Yo, what's the word? What's the word, gang? This is wild, right? This whole situation that's coming in, this funny shit is they were saying at Lil Baby pulled up on them in a Ferrari truck, right? And Lil Baby do got that Ferrari truck, gang. Lil Baby do got that Ferrari truck. He posted it all over social media, right? Shit was going crazy. Shit was wild, homie.
Call from
Smiley G.
Yo, Smiley G, what's the word?
That's coming in today. It's funny.
Yo, Smiley G, you gotta turn down the background. Yo, what's the word, homie? This shit crazy, right?
Yeah.
Bro, 50 just went off, bro. I thought I was showing the screen. Let me change the screen up here, man. I thought I was showing the damn screen whole time. Y'all see what's going on. 50 posting Zip, bro.
Yeah.
I know you been from New York. You know who Zip is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. He say this shit funny, bro. They was saying at Lil Baby pulled up on him in a Ferrari, pockets full of money, and didn't give him nothing. Lil Baby was 5 when you got indicted. What the F he owe you? You know what I'm saying?
Why you gotta pay homage to a nigga you don't even know like that?
It's a fact, bro. Why do he gotta pay? He already paying homage by doing the concert.
I'm a street nigga. I respect the street. Like if you ain't, you know what I mean, there with the team, like just because you got a name don't mean I gotta pay you nothing.
Right. Shit was crazy though, bro. So if that's what's going on. So 50 basically letting the world know this shit bigger than just a picture. Niggas think that they owe you. Everybody owe you something. You know what I'm saying? It is a lot of people that owe Big Meech, but everybody do not owe you, my boy. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it, bro.
Nah, it's some niggas from his era that should be paying homage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Our era, we look up to him. Like, just because we look up to you don't mean we owe you.
Exactly. Let's talk about that, bro. That shit different. People got to understand that. Like, we got a guy right now. Hey, you still on the line, bro, from Detroit?
Yeah.
Salute, bro. So we got somebody online from Detroit, bro. What you think about that? Like, you think everybody owe Big Meech, bro?
So my understanding of paying homage and paying debt is two different things. Now, if you using my name, you using my name in your song, you owe me. Like,
Yeah, I can probably agree with that too. Like, if
I can get that.
Yeah, especially when it comes to like a Rick Ross, he got to do business with Rick Ross. Rick Ross used his name in the song, made millions and millions of dollars. Like, shit, I bet you he do. Like Rick Ross, like this the first time y'all ever gonna see this Big Meech on stage with me while performing BMF. You feel me?
Yeah.
That song a part of Rick Ross' career for sure.
It's a difference in people actually knowing what my name, and his name might be trademarked. So might be people that have to pay that money. You get what I'm saying? That tax. That's another thing. Yeah, like.
Hey, bro, but let me play what Zip said, though.
You put your name on that man. Like, if you're using that man to stamp and get clout, you owe that man.
Let me play what Zip said.
Seems that Big Meech was having. I know Little Baby ain't performing, right? Yeah, he said he ain't fucking with Gunna no more because Gunna a rat. I know he ain't performing that Big Meech shit. Yeah, 50 on the internet calling this nigga a rat. Talking about Tammy Cowan. This shit didn't grew some legs. Yeah, from when we was on the internet a few months ago talking about, yo, how Cuffy get indicted, how the Migo get indicted, and Meech ain't get indicted, blah, blah, blah. This shit didn't grew some legs since then. Yeah, because if Tammy then told 50 and
That's a
yo,
fact.
50, let me narrate this shit, B. Let me narrate this shit. Let's get to that. Yeah, New York, nigga. Let's get to that. Yeah. Who's going to this concert? I said I want to. Who's going to this concert still? Yeah.
No, facts.
What's really going on out here? Let's get to that.
Facts. It's crazy. He said, who's going to this concert? Then 50 Cent answered the question. He said, the concert is for cops and confidential informants. Man, y'all call in, man. Y'all call in, man. Y'all call in, man. The lines is open. You know what I'm saying? We got Zip with the drip. He going all the way off on this whole video. But then you got 50 Cent. His caption is crazy. He say this funny shit. He said the funny shit is they was saying at Lil Baby. He tagged him and everything. Pulled up on him in a Ferrari truck, pockets full of money, and didn't give him nothing. You know what I'm saying? He said Lil Baby was 5 years old when you got indicted. He said, what the F he owes you? So is it a situation where everybody owe Big Meech right now, gang? Like, this shit crazy, man. Yo. Yo. What's the word?
AB.
Yo.
Man, one thing that y'all not realizing, if you look at history of anybody in the Feds, if you watch videos, 99% of them dudes are telling just to get out of the federal government, man. That stuff is like hell. I'm pretty sure y'all been watching them videos of them prison videos of them boys stabbing each other up, killing each other. Man, that's like hell. So all them dudes in there was snitch to get out of prison.
Yeah, that's true, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Where you
know
calling
what I mean?
from, gang? Hold on 1 second, bro. Hold on 1 second.
I'm calling from Tampa, Florida.
Shout out Tampa, Florida in the building, bro. You think, like, matter of fact, I think Meech out there with you, bro. You think that everybody owe Meech, bro? They need to pay up.
And first of all, at the end of the day, we all men. The only person we owe is God for waking us up in the morning. Now, Rick Ross owes Meech because he been using his name and his music, and he created revenue. So I'm pretty sure that they probably worked out a deal, you know what I mean, to, like royalties. That's what it is, royalty. That's business.
Sir, yes, sir. Hold on 1 second, bro. Let me see if I can get
Call
this call
from
in.
Backfeed.
Yo, caller, what's the word? You direct online?
I'm online.
Yeah, caller. What you think about this whole Big Meech situation, bro? Like, you think 50 Cent foul for this or what, bro? You think this business?
Of course. Well, I'm gonna be honest.
He probably feel, betrayed it. You know what I mean? But shit, Meech coming out for the handouts, like, I'm talking about, Lil Baby should have thrown some cheese.
Yeah, that is a crazy caption that he put up there, like as if Meech came out of jail looking for handouts. But Meech have helped a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like we were saying earlier, if his name was put in the song like a Rick Ross, why would he have beef with Rick Ross when he need to be hollering at Rick Ross? Rick Ross, one of his biggest songs in his career,
that's true too, though.
is about him.
Yeah, that's real talk. 50 Cent is really caught in his feelings, man, But 50 finna get down to business and put it all on the table, though.
Yeah, for sure. And they
But
saying that series is canceled.
But the twist on that situation, I don't respect 50 on. If you had all this information from the beginning and did all that, you feel me? And now that you're mad, you're gonna bring it out. Shit, he bit the rabbit right there.
Damn. Hey, caller, where you from? Where you say you from?
I'm from LA. I'm from Los Angeles, California.
Salute. Hold on, caller. Let me get Temple to chime in. So you heard what LA saying, bro? What you think about that, Temple?
All right, I'm gonna keep it real, right? I was born in '87, right? As a kid growing up, when the internet first came out, people like street dudes wasn't on the internet talking about who beefing, who snitching, and went on the internet, and it stayed in the street. All this stuff is street stuff. Why? I don't understand the men these days. They run to the internet, they talk about people snitching and all this stuff. People just didn't do business with you back in the day, or they'll murder you or whatever they did in the street. This internet stuff is crazy, man.
You know, that internet is like the new cocaine, though. So right now, you feel me? They putting all the business and crib history, blood history in the street, talking. You feel me? Just to get likes. You know what I'm saying? To get the money.
That's why it's fame or clout, bro. Are you famous or you a clout chaser?
But I'm gonna tell you one thing: that who's is who. That young dude, Brazy.
Yeah,
he's not lying, my dude. He's keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? The who's is who.
Got you, bro. No, bro, we appreciate it, bro. Like, for sure. Appreciate the call in.
But you know what, though? I take it back. Big Meech, when I first heard Big Meech, it inspired me to be a business owner when he was younger. He was in his early 30s when he was talking about how connecting all the gang members joining together, everybody get money together. He started out on the internet too. I believe he popped the internet off with that famous viral video with Big Meech was talking about the maid, getting money, everybody getting money. I fuck his hoes. So Big Meech really was an internet dude, though, if you really think about it.
Yeah, for sure. This shit get ugly, bro. Hold on, let me see what North Carolina said. Hold on, bro.
Call from
G-Rock.
Yo, we got North Carolina in the building. Salute, bro. What's the word?
What's good, man? I think, man, it is right, bro.
He right in what sense, bro?
Shit, motherfucker, a rat.
Just like that, huh? I think definitely 50 Cent is right, like in a sense that, look, at the end of the day, if this happened, this guy Cuffy coming out with his story, he's saying that Meech, I guess he ain't cool with Tammy no more. Of course, Tammy is business, right? So it's business for you to go do business with Rick Ross, right? So it's business for me to go do business with people that don't like you.
Right.
See, like that be the crazy part. It's like Finesse said it. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem when I do it, but it's cool when you do it. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a problem. Well, fuck them. That's how 50 Cent rock, bro. For sure.
Max.
No, whatever.
I just had to put my opinion to it.
No, salute, bro. Appreciate the call in, man. The calls are open, man. Y'all like this video. If y'all new to the channel, subscribe, man. Subscribe. Salute.
100.
Yeah, man. This shit wild, yo. This shit is wild. But let me play what Zip said one more time, bro. This was Zip is saying, family. Zip getting off on this whole situation. He just going off. Let's go.
Yo, man, I'm hearing already some people was pulling out of that concert. On February 13th, that Big Meech was having. I know Little Baby ain't performing, right? Yeah, he said he ain't fucking with Gunna no more because Gunna a rat. I know he ain't performing that Big Meech shit. Yeah, 50 on the internet calling this nigga a rat. Talking about Tammy Cowan. This shit didn't grew some legs. Yeah, from when we was on the internet a few months ago talking about, yo, how Cuffy get indicted, how the Migo get indicted, and Meech ain't get indicted, blah, blah, blah. This shit didn't grew some legs since then. Yeah, because if Tammy then told 50 and... Yo, 50, let me narrate this shit, B. Let me narrate this shit. Let's get to that. Yeah, New York, nigga. Let's get to that. Yeah. Who's going to this concert? I said I want to. Who's going to this concert still? Yeah.
Not only that, what she testified in court to. What Special Agent Keith Cromer fired, disgraced DEA agent Keith Cromer, who she was having a illicit sexual relationship with, which killed her case, which killed his time cut.
A St. Louis man who led a local gang and ordered 2 murders was sentenced Friday to 27 years in prison, the U.S. Attorney's Office said. Deion Lamont Cuffy Gallon, 53, was the leader of a gang that brought heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, and marijuana in bulk and sold the drug in the St. Louis area from 2009 to 2014, prosecutors said. In order to retaliate against the men who cooperated with federal investigators that sent Gallon's brother, Deron Wiley Gallon, to prison. Gallon ordered the murder of Theodis Howard. He was killed on the street outside of a St. Louis clinic on April 5th, 2010. Gallon drove a co-defendant, Andre Rush, and 2 shooters to the scene. Rush was there to point out Howard for the shooters. Deron Gallon died of an asthma attack in prison. Gallon had Rush and was sentenced May 3rd.
He acknowledged turning to CS testimony and was necessary due to
So they stand cuff. They got you on
getting the budget. And when she clicked over, and all this is in court documents, she clicked over and told the feds, hey, wait up, there's Cuff on the other end. And when they heard Cuff, they lost their mind.
So they tried,
fuck Fidel,
right,
and directed this toward me.
But the original target was Fidel. So how much did he incur in terms of legal action or pursuit? Did they try to pursue him at the same time, or once they knew you were in the mix, they was like, fuck him, let's just get this
They dropped him. They was like, fuck him. And it was really hard explaining this to a federal judge. So you went at this nigga, Cuff, over a known cartel member who not only beat you all out in 2005, so they had a hard time in the courtroom explaining that to the judge. But that's just how much vitriol they have for brothers. You understand?
Right. And this was a case out of St. Louis. The indictment that came down where they attempted to get you was coming out. Did that originally?
Yo, caller, what's the word?
Man, free the real Big Meech rat calling out of Philadelphia.
You said, yo, Philly. So Philly pretty much, they said that that Big Meech is a rat after listening to this and seeing this paperwork when it comes down to this third party cooperation.
We done with BMF. We ain't rapping none of that BMF shit in Philly. Big Meech a rat. Fuck that BMF shit. Free the real. Tune into the real Junior Black Mafia. JBM of Philadelphia, the real gangsters.
Salute.
Salute, brother.
Damn, Philly called in.
It originated out of Atlanta, Georgia, but it stunk to the highest power. So the agent gave it to the St. Louis agents.
Got it.
All the work and all the dirty shit was done in Atlanta, and so that raised red flags. So the judge was like, "Why would you bring this case down here and not file it in Atlanta, Georgia?" Well, we just felt like it would move faster down, and so none of it made any sense.
Damn. So from what I understand, Cuff, they got you on some bullshit, a ghost gun, and a bunch of bullshit. How long have you been in? And what is your...
See, now this is a good point, man. Cuffy speaks on what actually got him in jail, bro. You know what I'm saying? So right now, you about to hear, bro, like, this is what actually got Cuffy in jail. You know what I'm saying? This right here, bro. So Cuffy got in jail behind this ghost gun and some more things. Let's get to it.
Chances of beating this now and getting out early on what you've been served?
We believe, by the mercy of Allah, that we are in really, really good shape. When Meech and them case went in the toilet, they indicted me on 2 homicides. They panicked and indicted me on 2 homicides based on my co-defendant statements. So I had to plead. I had to plead to 27 years.
How long you been in there, Cuff?
Since 2013.
Okay.
So what ended up happening was I pled to the conspiracy with Tammy Cowens, and there was 10 years for that, which I finished.
Appreciate y'all coming through.
And now I'm serving the 17 years. So this is what happened.
Yeah, salute. Appreciate y'all coming through. What we doing is we kind of breaking down some of these interviews that's coming out in regards to BMF, like shit.
And the government don't have a weapon, so they know they're in trouble. They know that this is one big quagmire, and that's where we're at.
So you basically just waiting for the due diligence now for them to run out of time to produce this item that never existed.
Well, no, we're waiting on a case called U.S. versus Anderson. Anderson case is similar to mine, very similar, identical to mine. And that's the preceding case. That means that it came before mine. But my case is identical to U.S. versus Anderson. Once they rule on Anderson, and the courts are saying that you have to, in order for Anderson to be found guilty or held on a weapon, the government must possess a weapon.
So and so precedence for your case.
And we follow that same, we fall up under that same guideline.
Excellent. And how's that proceeding now? Is that moving forward through the course?
That's moving forward in the courts, and that's a proceeding case. What a lot of people are waiting on, because in this federal system for decades they was locking up black and brown men on.
Let's see what 50 Cent had to say about Rick Ross recently.
Hey guys, I just saw a very unfortunate situation that took place in Canada, and I wanted to say to everyone, that I hope that brother made it home safely. I hope that he now has a different perspective and a better sense of what to do and what not to do while you're out in the world. That part where the young guy went like, he did this little move and got knocked the fuck out, like right there. That does not reflect him. That reflects his camp, and he might.
It's crazy.
Andre.
Yo, what's the word, homie? What's the word? Salute.
I had to tune back in and just say a couple more things, because I was listening to everybody, from Philly to Tampa Bay, Florida to California. And I understand people don't really know the system, because most people sometimes is not a street nigga in the D and don't know how street niggas is in the D. First of all, you got feds that pay a person to join the group to get information. You got other people that, as females, will squeal and you would never know. You got out-of-town people that will snitch just because they got caught and blame it on somebody. I ain't putting no excuse out there, but people got to know it's a lot of people in people's family as friends all nationwide of the United States that actually snitch on any and everybody. Ain't no trust amongst thieves and criminals when you out there in the street. Ain't no love.
Salute.
What they say, ain't no love in the heart of the city. So however you want to call people to break out of jail, to free their family members from trying to, be under.
Yeah, for surely. Let's get to that. Let's hear what this nigga Zip saying, man. Nigga Zip going the fuck out, gang. Hold on, bro.
Yeah, he said he ain't fucking with Gunna no more because Gunna a rat. I know he ain't performing that big Meech shit. Yeah, 50 on the internet calling this nigga a rat. Talking about Tammy Cowan. This shit didn't grew some legs. Yeah, from when we was on the internet a few months ago talking about, how Cuffy get indicted, how the Migo get indicted, and Meech ain't get indicted, blah, blah, blah. This shit didn't grew some legs since then. Yeah, because if Tammy then told 50 and... Yo, 50, let me narrate this shit, B. Let me narrate this shit. Let's get to that. Yeah, New York, nigga. Let's get to that. Yeah. Who's going to this concert? That's what I want. Who's going to this concert still? Yeah. What's really going on out here? Let's get to that. Hey, yo, man, I'm hearing already some people is pulling out of that concert. Hey, yo, man, I'm hearing already.
Cent posting it, bro. He say this shit is funny. You know what I'm saying? This funny shit is they were saying at Lil Baby pulled up to them in a Ferrari truck, pockets full of money, and didn't give him shit. You know what I'm saying? They say Tammy coming soon, bro. Her shit is coming soon. Damn, that's crazy. 50 Cent on that, bro. Shout out to Zip with the drip, bro. 50 Cent reacts to Zip with the drip. You feel me, gang? We got the caller open, man. Call line open. Call in. Yo, one man, call in, man. What's the word? What's the word? Levels up. You know what I'm saying? Man's up, tradesman. Salute, salute. Yeah, no, it's wild, bro. We got a few people in the building. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, if y'all ain't subscribed to the other devil, the Cloud Chaser, go subscribe to that page. We streaming on it right now, as well as subscribe to Fame or Clout, man. Are you famous or you a clout chaser? Let's get to that. You feel me? Shout out my boy Zip, man. That nigga going crazy this year. Already 50 Cent post. He definitely gonna be up. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta get to making this food, man. Want to salute everybody that came through. You dig? How much more time we got? Let me check my time, see what we can do, man. Hold on, man. Cause I see y'all rocking with us. Let's get it, man. Let me see what's going on. They tell me what's going on. $13K on the new Devil the Cloud Chase. Salute. Yeah, that's how we gotta do it, man. Let's break down these barriers, man. These walls, you dig? For real. But no, that's dope right there. So let me go to the story though, so y'all can hear some of this story. Matter of fact, we need to get play the J Diggs reacting, bro. Let's play J Diggs. Let's play J Diggs, bro.
It's gonna have every question they ask him. It's gonna have every answer he gave, and it's gonna say whatever. But it's definitely gonna say whatever they talked about on the limo.
Facts. Hey, let me ask you this though, bro. Did you know Deion Gatlin or do you know Cuffy?
I don't know Cuffy. I know of Cuffy. I don't know him personally.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Are you familiar with what's going on right now with Cuffy and these interviews he doing?
I'm recently familiar. I'm doing my homework on this shit now. All this shit is pretty new to me. I just got all this shit the last few days since this nigga been doing these interviews.
Okay. So you kind of caught up to speed, or you really hadn't did your research yet?
I mean, I'm kind of caught up to speed with what they saying. For sure. I didn't look at it from interview. I'm just looking at YouTube shit. I haven't talked to some people that I need to talk to. I haven't, you know, and here's the tricky thing with this shit, man, is what I'm seeing. You know, it's some shit that's facts. There's a fact that the Tammy bitch did some bullshit or whatever, and that she owned the rights and all the shit. I pretty much know that that's facts. Now the fact is, if she did some backdoor rat shit. Now the question is, one, was she doing it with dude knowledge, or was she just doing it on some underhanded shit as being an informant because she fucking with the police? So that's what got to come out of this. You feel me? So it's a lot of shit. Just because she could have met the niggas through Meech or whatever the situation may be, but she could have been on her own bullshit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt and let's go on that, bro. Let's give Meech the benefit of the doubt and let's just say that he didn't know nothing about it, right?
Give Meech the benefit of the doubt.
They still dealing with Tammy to this day. You don't feel like that's dishonorable, bro?
If all this is going on, if Meech know all this happened and all this is truly going on, it's definitely dishonorable. And that's
no. What I'm saying is, let's just say that Meech didn't know about Tammy was gonna set up Cuffy and the Mexican nigga Suarez or whatever, right?
Right.
But after he's found out, because everybody knows she's an informant now, they're still doing the show with her. They're still dealing with her. She was still on the red carpet for BMF with Lil Meech and all them. Don't you feel like that's dishonorable, bro? Like to still be dealing with her, knowing that she got your man banged for 30 years?
Yeah, it's definitely, if it happened like that, it's definitely dishonorable. But you have to look at something else. Like if she owned everything, if she owned the rights to that, like you're not getting her off the red carpet. Like you understand that too? That's her shit.
So yeah, but you still got the option to not do business with her though, bro.
But not doing business with her is giving her your whole life story too, for sure. So First of all, before I can even speculate on this, bro, let me. I can't. It's hard to really speak on something that you don't know nothing. I can't let YouTube, because I know niggas. I need to talk to, and I know that I can get a little bit more information than what's just floating around on this internet. And that's the thing about me. I don't live off this internet shit or none of this shit. Like I'm more of an in-depth person. That's why I came on here. Like what I told y'all is in depth. None of that shit is made up. Blue will tell you itself. He found out that Meech thought he was a rat from Meech calling me and us being on the phone at the same time. So I'm not, I ain't about no clout chasing, ain't about none of that shit. Like I don't play that game. Like I said, I did 10 years in the feds behind a rat, and that's why I stand on this shit so hard. And Blue know that. Blue been around me, lived in my house. He know how I feel about rats. So that's kind of why it surprised me that we would even be having this kind of conversation. And so as far as the shit with me, like I say, bro, that's, here we going by a lot of speculation that's not all the way clear yet.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, there's speculation that he supposed to have set some people up or whatever it may be, but none of them people went to jail or none of the shit. Cuffy's supposed to be in jail for something whole different. So you understand that too, right? So it's got to be some pieces gotta fit first everywhere for this to make sense. So like I say, this is all brand new to me. So I still got some people to talk to. Definitely got some people to talk to. I'm gonna Meech being one of them. You feel me? Like I got my own questions. And that's what I'm saying. I can talk to bro. Like I can go and ask him like, what's going on, my nigga? So that's gonna be my thing. Is I need to find out and really need to talk. I'm like that. Before I get to try to speculating about this and that, you really got to know what you up against.
Yeah. So when Blue been running around in these interviews and shit,
crazy, bro. So for the people just tuning in, it's getting wild. You feel me? So y'all don't know 50 Cent. He just posted Zip with the drip. And Zip, he pretty much speaking on some of this stuff, man. He going crazy. Let's play him.
Some people was pulling out of that concert. On February 13th, that Big Meech was having. You heard? I know Little Baby ain't performing, right? He said he ain't fucking with Gunna no more because Gunna a rat. I know he ain't performing that Big Meech shit. Yeah, 50 on the internet calling this nigga a rat. Talking about Tammy Cowan. This shit didn't grew some legs. Yeah, from when we was on the internet a few months ago talking about, how Cuffy get indicted, how the Migo get indicted, and Meech ain't get indicted, blah, blah, blah. This shit didn't grew some legs since then. Yeah, because if Tammy then told 50 and... Yo, 50, let me narrate this shit, B. Let me narrate this shit. Let's get to that. Yeah, New York, nigga. Let's get to that. Yeah. Who's going to this concert? I said I want to. Who's going to this concert?
Chuck, it's not clear, bro.
What's really going on out here? Let's get to that. And yo, man, I'm hearing already some people is pulling out of that concert. On February 13th, that Big Meech was having. You heard? I know Little Baby ain't performing, right? Yeah, he said he ain't fucking with Gunna no more because Gunna a rat. I know he ain't performing that Big Meech shit. Yeah, 50 on the internet calling this nigga a rat.
Yeah, so it's wild, man. It's definitely a wild situation. Like pretty much Cuffy, he's saying what he's saying, and this shit is going up all on social media. They saying they canceled the BMF series, that's over with. But 50 Cent gave a warning, right? He gave a warning probably a few months ago to Southwest T when Southwest T had did, like took pictures with Supreme Team, Lil Preem. You know what I'm saying? That's the guy who 50 Cent, had beef with back in the early 90s, late 90s rather, early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? He took a picture with him and he put out a response on that, how you weren't feeling that. And a lot of people said that was pretty much like the last time 50 Cent was really bothered with Southwest T was a few months ago. And now, you got Rick Ross. Rick Ross come in, they promoting the car show. They about to do a welcome home, show in Florida. Lil Baby is on there. That's who Zip talking about. 21 Savage is on there. It's a Boss Man D-Lo. It's a bunch of people, heavy hitters that's on that particular card that they gonna perform that night. It's a bunch of Detroit people, Payroll, Giovanni, Babyface Ray, Rio. It's a bunch of people on that shit. You hear me? Shit going crazy. But we definitely wanted to come in and give y'all some of this shit, man. Yeah, wow. That's what I said. Me snitched in sad situation. See, like, this the thing, though. You still can't say, like, this what we got to hear the Tammy story. Because Tammy she gonna probably put it out there, but third party cooperation, bro. Like, we got to put 2 and 2 together, too, though. Now, I'm going to make sure that you know why it don't make sense of what I'm about to say, but we still got to put this in play. You got a woman, you know what I'm saying? She was fucking with Blue Da Vinci, apparently. So Blue Da Vinci said that how he was down with getting a lot of the intricate details when it comes to BMF, like logo, making it a rap label, things of that nature. That's what he said that he was a part of back in the day. You know, so he's from California. Now, BMF, you know, it's something. You know, not only is it a federal indictment and niggas going to jail left and right, getting football numbers, or, you know, 20 years, giving back another 20, because Southwest T and Big Meech are really not supposed to be out of jail. Not because they snitched, it's because of some of the laws that changed when it came to, like, bro, when it came to Obama changing some of the laws, when it came to, you know, Trump making sure that that law that Obama put in place started being an active law. So it gave some of these guys time back, and they was able to come home for non-violent crimes, especially like the drug dealing situation. Big, you know, a lot of these guys got 100 years life sentences off of selling dope, you know, and we know why, because dope can kill, but it is what it is. They still got 100 years off of some substance. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we looking at. And then he go take this picture, but 50 Cent is saying on this post with Zip with the Drip, he's saying it's more than just this picture, bro. Because he put a caption up there. And in the caption, he says, the funny shit is they were saying at Lil Baby pulled up on them in a Ferrari truck, pockets full of money, and then give them nothing. Lil Baby was 5 when y'all got indicted. What the F he owe you? He said Tammy Corn story is coming soon. So, like, at the end of the day, if that's how this has got to be more than a picture. So it's Big Meech going around like, shit, niggas, like, man, I don't want to see nobody unless you got gifts. You hear me? Like, we've been seeing some random motherfuckers like coming through Big Meech shit, giving them chains. He taking pictures. A dude, now he his stylist. He dressing them up. He taking pictures with them. So maybe that's what Big Meech own, and rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? He's a celebrity, bro. He's a walking fucking billboard. You know what I'm saying? So any business that some of your people that'll buy your products are from this culture, they definitely will probably see your shit if Big Meech posted. You know what I'm saying? At least enough people to make your business somewhat successful right now in this climate. Now, we don't know what 50 Cent put out and what he been saying, what Cuffy put out, what Blue Da Vinci put out. Even Whack 100 put out some shit. We don't know. We don't know if this is going to put a stunt to what Big Meech got going on, y'all. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But Meech is doing his thing, man. You know, maybe he can put this behind him. Maybe he can come out and say the streets are dead. We still ain't seen no interview from Big Meech. So I would like to see what Big Meech got to say about a lot of these rumors that's being pushed. I think 100 Fam, he just did an interview, and he was saying like the temperature of Detroit. And, you know, we had a couple of callers that called in from Detroit, and they pretty much saying like Detroit right now is fucked up. People like, you know, Meech a snitch. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Not the city. Then from what Zip was saying and for what 50 Cent just posted, one of the big things that you got to take from that is he's saying that people are canceling on that event that's going to take place, man. So y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. If y'all just coming in, we just went live on Clubhouse, but y'all can click that link up top and y'all can go watch the full video. We've been live for about a couple of hours. Just wanted to come in and give Clubhouse some content before we get up off here. But for sure, man, this shit is wild. Y'all get in the comments, man. Go subscribe to Fame or Clout, man. Are you famous or are you a clout chaser, man? Let's get to that. Let's start there, my boy. For real. Let's go, though. That for the clout chaser.